How's everybody feeling tonight? Yeah?
Good.
Relax?
Yeah.
Yeah? Present? Right?
Trying.
Ready to relax some more?
Trying.
Yeah, very good. So, welcome to another Mindfulness in the Gardens with Moses experience. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Moses Hill. I host these experiences once a month, every third Friday of the month. So I look forward to seeing you guys at every other experience moving forward. A little bit about myself. I'm a clinically certified hypnotherapist. And the reason why I do this is because a lot of the things that I've done for myself have allowed for me to feel a significant relief in my life from different things that I've been here to deal with, whether it be heartbreak or disassociated traumas or lack of self-esteem or just even progression in career and finance and all these other things, right? So a lot of the suggestions that I've made for myself and a lot of the work that I've been doing on myself and also in my practice, I've seen some significant results in. And it would be difficult for me to impact as many people as I'm able to impact here in the group. So I started to do these experiences once a month. Being mindful is basically just allowing for yourself to be fully aware of what your body, what your physical body, what your spiritual soul, what your intellectual mind, and what your emotional heart is going through in each moment of your existence. A lot of people, they often distract themselves from what they are going through because they don't want to deal with it, right? They don't want to deal with the emotions. They don't want to deal with the discomfort. They don't want to deal with the struggle. But being mindful, it allows for you to tap into that energy and not disregard that energy out of the fear of associating with it so that you can become one and therefore encourage those aspects of yourself unconditionally so that you can live a fuller life, okay? So that's what being mindful is. It's the ability for a human being to start the journey of living a fuller life. So tonight's experience is about establishing the roots. Experience, your roots. We were talking about encouraging the void, okay? And moving through that process and moving through that discomfort, most often we tell ourselves what we shouldn't be doing or what we should be doing, right? What we are not wanting to feel versus what we are allowing ourselves to feel. So we move through the process of encouraging the void. And in this experience, we're going to understand the process of establishing the roots, your root system, okay? And if you can understand what I mean by establishing the roots, we're surrounded by trees, right? Do you think that any of these trees are worried when a hurricane comes? They're not, right? They're not because they have roots. We aren't even worried about all the trees that are surrounding us when hurricanes come. We know that they're going to be stable, most often more stable than the houses that we build, right? Because they've got roots. So a lot of people back in the day, they would say, I'm a part of my roots. Like I understand my culture, I understand my heritage, I understand my roots. But in this space, we're talking about roots from a spiritual standpoint, from not only a genetic standpoint, but from an energy standpoint, right? So how many of you know what a root chakra is? Just by a show of hands. Okay, good. Do you know where the root chakra is in the body? It's in the tailbone, right down here. A lot of people think it's right here. That's your sacral chakra, okay? This is your soul chakra. The root chakra is in the tailbone. It's literally right here, okay? And most often, when people have a disalignment with their root chakra, they experience instability. They experience a lot of worry. They experience a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty. So tonight's experience is all about reestablishing the awareness that you have within yourself so that you can feel stable, right? Regardless of the winds, regardless of the hurricanes, these trees, they're stable, right? So when you're able to establish your root system, your root chakra, finding balance there and encouraging that space to heal, then no matter what it is that you're going through in life, you'll feel stable. Regardless if you're going through a career transition or a relationship transition or becoming a mother or becoming a father or becoming a CEO of a company or whatever it is, healing your body, right? Well, the lady that has been having, wonder if she had her baby. I've been having a guest come and she's been pregnant the entire time. She's not here tonight, so I wonder so having a baby, right? And there's a lot of uncertainty with that. There's a lot of worry with that. There's a lot of fear about the pain that you go through with that. But if you have your root chakra established, then no matter what it is that you're going through, you're able to experience stability, certainty, clarity, grounding, okay? So tonight's experience is going to be all about that. It's going to be all about establishing your roots. So we're going to go through some body movement first. Second, we're going to do a little hypnotic journeying, all right? How many of you know what hypnosis is? Show of hands. Beautiful, beautiful. You're like, I don't know. I'm not going to make you bark like a dog. I'm not going to make you cluck like a chicken, all right? You're not going to share all of your secrets with everyone here while you're knocked out and totally unconscious, I promise. Basically what hypnosis is a tranquil state that one is able to enter into so that their critical mind no longer limits the suggestions from bypassing your consciousness and entering into your subconscious, okay? The reason why it's hard for us to learn new languages or establish new patterns and habits in life is because our critical mind says, nope, that's not who we normally are. So it kicks out the programming when we try to establish it consciously, right? You ever heard of the phrase, 1 step forward, 2 steps back? It's true, right? Because what happens is that we apply an effort, we want to do better, we want to exercise more, we want to eat right, we want to get more focused, we want to read more, we want to earn more money. But whatever it is that you, or have a loving relationship, right? Not a toxic one. Or be a wonderful mother or a wonderful father, you know, not a father that yells or abuses or a mother that screams and gets angry, right? But the thing is that if what you were raised to do in your environment, okay, is causing you to be a particular way, when you attempt to adjust that behavior, the critical mind rejects the adjustment, okay? So in this space, the reason why a lot of you, I haven't really asked, I just know, nice to see you. I just know that there has been progress in your lives through this work, which is why you continue to come back. Because there's little things that change in your life that you become aware of, and then all of a sudden you're saying to yourself, oh wow, you know what? I was thinking about that during that experience, and this is happening now in my life. I wonder if it had anything to do with it. Well, if you were trying to do it for like 5 or 10 years and had no results, and then all of a sudden you come here and you start to have some results, then yeah, it has something to do with it. But it doesn't have to do with me. It has to do with your critical mind relaxing enough that the suggestions of your own intention is bypassing the critical mind through your conscious intention and entering into your subconscious mind, therefore reprogramming your behavior. Does that make sense? Okay? So no barking like a dog, no clucking like a chicken, all right? But what we will do tonight is help encourage you to become a fuller expressed version of yourself. The version of yourself that's unleashed, that's unraveled from your past genetic programming, okay? But first we're gonna do some body movement, then we're gonna go into the hypnotic journeying, then we're gonna read a short excerpt that I wrote this week about establishing your roots, and then after that we'll have another hypnotic journey, and then we'll go into some mindful conversations, and then I'll send you guys out of here to live your lives for the next 30 days, okay? All right, hopefully to see you back. All right. I want for you to imagine that you're seeing the word root in your mind right now. And as you're seeing that word start to develop in your mind, you're becoming aware that you are actually here, establishing your roots. As you're seeing that word play out in your mind, you're beginning to recognize how stable you're feeling, how grounded you have become. continue to see that word as if it's on a big black board in white letters. Magnify the letters even more. 10 times more. Even more than that. I want for you to imagine that you are walking up close to the word and paying attention to the detail of each letter in the word. Root. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to me, you ask yourself? Root. In these next few moments, you'll begin to think and ponder in different areas of your lives where establishing roots are beneficial for your life, are beneficial for your relationships. But before we get to there, just notice just how your lips are feeling right now. Notice if they're getting a little dry. Maybe there's a sudden urge to moisten them. Maybe even the back of your throat, there's a sudden urge to want to swallow, just to moisten the dryness in the back of your throat. Perhaps even your eyelids. You may be beginning to recognize that your eyelids are starting to flutter a bit, even though they may be closed, and your eyes underneath your eyelids are starting to move abruptly, ever so slightly. Perhaps your eyes are searching for what it is that you are here to find. You'll begin to feel the sensations of energy moving through your body. I want for you to bring your awareness all the way down from your mind, where all of these thoughts are taking place. And move your awareness down to your feet, all the way down to the tips of your toes. You'll begin to feel a gentle tingling sensation at the tips of your toes. Just allow for this gentle, tingling, vibrating sensation to exist without attempting to adjust, understand, or change it. Now, in a moment, I'm going to begin the process of counting down from 5 all the way down to 0. And when I get down to 0, you will have effectively entered into a deep sleep. And each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep for and with you, you'll continue to enter into the space quickly, calmly, and easily, allowing for yourselves to go deeper and deeper the more and more I suggest the words deep sleep. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deep sleep. Each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep for and with you, you'll continue to enter into the space quickly, calmly, and easily, allowing for yourselves to go deeper and deeper the more and more I suggest the words deep sleep. it's not so hard for you to imagine being in nature right now, listening to the birds, listening to the trees, listening to the crickets, all sing in harmony. Just allow for yourself to exist, now not only in a position where you are and where you know yourself to be, but let's imagine that you are taking a walk. You're slowly rising, approaching to your feet, and you can feel and experience yourself stabilizing as you stand. Perhaps even take a look back at yourself laying down where you are, here in the botanical gardens. As you begin your journey, I want for you to just take your time moving through this space. Look around you at the trees that are in your midst. Notice the intricacies of the leaves. Notice the depths of the bark. Notice the expansion of the branches. Begin to walk and feel and experience yourself moving through this space. I want for you to now find your tree. The tree that resonates with you. Find it. Walk towards it. Let it pull you like a magnet, drawing you in closer and closer. Closer and closer with each step, with each breath, going closer and closer. Each breath going closer and closer. As you are approaching your tree, you're noticing how comfortable and how familiar this energy is. This is your tree. Walk up to it. Feel the texture of the bark. Feel the stability of the trunk. Wrap your arms around it. Lean up against it. And find the roots that are on the floor around it. Begin to step on the roots. Feel the texture of the roots underneath your feet. As you are feeling the texture of the roots, notice how your own nervous system is starting to react and respond to the texture of the roots underneath your own feet. Each breath now that you are taking in, you're beginning to feel and experience your nervous system expanding your own roots down through being supported by the root system of the tree that you have found. Continue to breathe and continue to feel the sensation of your roots being established now. Each breath that you are taking in and releasing, you're feeling the roots being established through your feet. You're beginning to feel more and more stable as you are standing here being supported by your tree. Feeling and experiencing your roots expanding, going even deeper now. Going even deeper. Feeling and experiencing more and more stability. More and more stability. Feeling a deep space of stability and strength. As you are standing here, establishing your roots, you are feeling so grounded, so at ease. As a matter of fact, you're starting to have recollections of things that previously were causing you anxiety, things that you were uncertain about. There's just so much ease wrapped around you as you are establishing your roots. Begin now to see and experience yourself moving through your life. Begin to visualize yourself moving through your life. Seeing and experiencing yourself interacting with circumstances, situations and circumstances that previously would cause you discomfort, uncertainty, worry, fear. See and experience yourself moving through your life with clarity, with certainty, with a peace of mind. You are feeling stronger and stronger. Stronger and stronger. Look up at your tree. Notice how tall it is. Notice how wide the trunk is. Notice how expansive the root system is. This is you. This is who you are. A strong, stable, supported system of life. Continue to visualize yourselves moving through your life. Notice how you're interacting with individuals in your life. Notice how you are dealing with the various circumstances in your life. Notice how many more opportunities are being drawn to you in your life now that you have established a deep sense of stability. Notice how the things that you previously were concerned about, that you were previously bothered by, they're no longer significant. Notice how stable you feel. It's becoming easier and easier for you to understand how stable you in fact are. All of the different things in your life that used to cause you concern or heartache are no longer impacting you. As a matter of fact, these things, they're encouraging you to love and embrace yourself even more. The same way that a tree uses its roots to source nutrition, to source hydration, even in the dry season. It pushes its roots out even more, looking to nurture, looking to provide for itself. The things that previously would cause you discomfort are now stimulating you to provide for yourself more and more. More and more. More and more. As you are moving through your lives now, I want for you to pay close attention to the way that you look. Go deeper inside and pay close attention to the way that you feel. Take a look at your hands. Take your shoes off and look at your feet. Feel the texture of your own face. Notice how you are interacting with people in your lives. It is getting easier and easier for you to notice how you are interacting with people in your lives now that your roots have been effectively established. It feels good being stable. It feels good being balanced. It feels good being valued. It feels good being the source. It feels good to eliminate worry, guilt, uncertainty, codependency. It feels good being worthy. Continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Continue to pay attention to the way that you are interacting in your life. Now that you are so stable, now that you are so grounded. Now that you are so loved. Now, in a moment, I'm going to begin the process of counting you out from 0 all the way to 5. And when we get to 5, you will feel awakened. You will feel alert. You will feel alive. You will feel rejuvenated. You will feel strong. You will feel sturdy and stable. You will feel unstoppable. Starting at 0, which is always the deepest level of hypnosis. Moving our way to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Eyes wide open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes wide open, wide awake, wide awake. Just take your time. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Just become fully present. Wide awake, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes wide open, wide awake. You're good. Welcome back, everyone.